Okay, today we're going to talk about the Overwatch PTR patch notes for October 31st, because a patch happened and it had changes in it. Not very many, only 2 actual changes, one of which I like and the other which I hate, and we'll talk about that. So, for Ana, biotic rifle damage increased from 60 to 70. You might say to yourself, well, it's 10 extra damage. What does that really mean? Well, it's a big deal actually because it reaches the next breakpoint, because 70 times 3 is 210, which is more than 200, and 200 is a very important number in Overwatch, because that's what most heroes have for HP. Whereas 60 times 3 is only 180, which is less than 200. So now Ana can kill somebody in 3 shots rather than 4 shots, and that's kind of a big deal. Ana's core issue right now is that she's worse than Mercy, because Mercy's the best hero in the game right now. Does this fix that issue? No, of course not. But it does mean that Ana can more easily contest a Pharah and a Mercy, so it gives Ana something to do. Also, Ana's grenade does 60 damage, so if you shoot a Tracer once, hit her with the grenade, and punch her, you kill the Tracer, because that's 150 damage. So, there's that also. So, I like it. This is what I wanted them to do to Ana. Is it going to be enough to make her worth picking over Mercy? No, of course not, because Mercy is still the best hero in the game. Do I think this change that we're going to talk about now changes that? No. So, Resurrect. Cast time increased from 0 seconds to 1.75 seconds, which is a really fucking long time. Mercy's movement speed is reduced by 75% while casting, and can now be interrupted by CC. And Valkyrie, when activated, Resurrection no longer has a cast time. That's very important for what we're going to talk about. So, do I think that this makes Mercy any worse? No. I think Mercy is still going to be a must-pick hero. Just like the last time we talked about a Mercy nerf. Do I think this is the absolute worst kind of nerf that you can give to a hero? Again, because this nerf does not fix the core issue. But it does make Mercy less fun to play. The exact same thing that happened the last time they nerfed Mercy after her rework. Because here's the thing. Alright, so now you can punish a Mercy for going for a bad res. You could already do that, and if she went for a bad res, you probably killed the Mercy and the person she resed anyway. The thing is that the reason Resurrect is so strong is because it just completely negates any picks that either team makes. And as soon as a fight starts, if you lose someone, you just which you probably will during a fight. It's very rare that you don't lose somebody during a fight. You just revive the person. And here's the thing also, Resurrect still has no cast time. So, in the middle of a team fight, you can just ult first and res 2 people still, or just 1 person, whatever, and just like, over the next 20 seconds, probably res somebody else still anyway. And the cast time will not affect it if you're just negating a pick that happened, right? Like, McCree gets a shot in and he kills your Junkrat. Well, Junkrat was probably miles away from the enemy team anyway, so the fact that you have to channel your cast doesn't affect that. So, this doesn't fix the core issue still, because the core issue is just that Resurrect is in the game, basically. And it annoys me, because they addressed this recently, and they said that the thing with Resurrect is that it's a regular ability, it's not an ultimate ability, but it has the impact of an ultimate ability. This still has the impact of an ultimate ability, doesn't it? It's just, now sometimes you get punished for it in situations where you probably already got punished for it anyway. So, doesn't make any difference. It just makes her less fun to play. Doesn't fix the core issue. Someone's still gotta pick her. They're doing to Mercy exactly what they did to Lucio for the longest time. Where they see that she's a problem, and they want to make her not be a problem anymore, but they don't want to actually fix the problem. They want to just keep nerfing Mercy. But, problem isn't fixed. So you still gotta pick Mercy, but she's slowly getting less and less fun to play. Still gotta pick her, though. Still gotta pick her. So, there were some bug fixes as well, but, like, they're completely inconsequential. Oh no, the announcer said something different. Ooh, the hook latched onto enemy players for longer than intended by probably, like, 0.2 seconds. Oh no. What a terrible bug it was. So, I think it's a terrible patch. Awful. Absolutely dreadful. They did exactly what I wanted them to do to Ana, so that's cool. But this is awful. Once again. Just like the last time they nerfed Mercy after a rework. Just take Res out of the game. Right? Just take it out of the game. Because, what are you gonna do to it? Realistically, what are you gonna do to Res? Adding a cast time to it is not gonna fix the issue. What do? Do you increase do you just increase the timer on it? Well, then it's gonna very quickly become useless, isn't it? Because there's no way that there's a sweet spot in the timer for this. It's always gonna feel too strong or too weak. It's still too strong. This doesn't fix it. And when you're okay, you give it the cast time. By making it so that Valkyrie removes the cast time, you make it a complete non-issue. It just doesn't matter. Because the only time that this nerf would theoretically matter is if you're trying to res someone in the middle of a team fight. If you're gonna res someone in the middle of a team fight, you can just use Valkyrie first, and then res the person, and the nerf doesn't exist. And that's part of the issue, right? It's the fact that if you're in a fight, your team doesn't have a Mercy, their team does have a Mercy, you have to kill 2 extra people, right? Or at least 1 extra person, because they're gonna get rezzed. So if you don't have a Mercy, that just makes it incredibly difficult for you to win the fight, because you need a Mercy as well to even out that split. If you can just res 2 people in Valkyrie with no punishment because it doesn't have the cast time, that issue's still there, and that's the biggest part of the issue. Alright, so if you pick, and then yeah, the other part of it is undoing picks, which is definitely a big part of it, but being able to just res 2 people in a team fight is really fucking strong. That hasn't changed. It's such a stupid fucking change because it doesn't fix the issue. It just makes her less fun to play. Again! If we just turn some numbers if we just pull on some random levers over here, eventually it has to work. Fucking Blizzard, man. So, let me know what you think. Do you think it matters? I don't think it matters. I think it's stupid. Ana's a little bit better now. Great. She's still not Mercy, so she'll probably just still get fucked anyway until Mercy stops being the best hero in the game. Thank you very much for watching if you did. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer. Let me know what you thought. Peace. I'm upset.